Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. 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 Show. You know what? I try my best to be nice. No, I don't. Let me stop lying. I don't try my best to be nice. I be thinking I be trying my best to be nice. But if I can really get a clear understanding of why it seemed like to me that we don't give a freak. And I don't understand it. I'm trying not to understand it. I'm just trying to play my part as far as playing my role, with I got to talk about helping our homeless and less fortunate individuals and families, right? And in my heart and in my mind, in my soul, and in my spirit, and from what I understand as a man of God, and from what I understand as reading and studying scripture and living it to the best of my human abilities. Now, if y'all listen to me, I do not talk about the devil a lot. And the reason why, because I know he's in a dungeon waiting to be released. But a lot of times we will talk about the devil. And I know there's other entities out there that's evil, but not as powerful and as strong as Lucifer's supposed to be. And that's what I got out of scripture. And it's in Revelations where it talks about he will return after that 1,000-year reign, reign, something like that. But I keep telling y'all over and over, I got ordained deacon in 2009. I knew I had a calling on my life for the longest time. I was running from that calling, but I became obedient to that calling. And I'm telling y'all my story. I'm telling y'all my story. And I can only tell y'all what Steve Copeland is doing. I can't tell you about nobody else. I can tell you about me and the stuff that I have been going through or went through and learned from. And what I do, and I tell y'all, I have 32 years clean, and I'm just saying this to let you know, I use my personal experience in life, the stuff that I have fell short to and learned from, to help encourage and motivate others and turning the quality of their lives around, helping them to stand on solid ground. You get me? And I can only share with y'all basically from what God has done for me. Why y'all make me feel like I'm so wrong? Huh? I'm not that lying, manipulating, no good son of a sea biscuit that I was over 32 years ago. And I can tell you how God delivered me from that destructive way of life and planted my feet on solid ground, and y'all will cut me down. And I'm only telling you what God did for me. I can only talk about me. I can't talk about you and what he did with your life and how he's guiding you and how he's using you. So I'm only talking about what he has done for me. and how he has encouraged me and motivated me to go back out and help his people. And y'all smack me, y'all kick me, y'all knock me down, and I'm only sharing my biblical story. How I share my Old Testament, which is my old testimony. We got the Old Testament and we have the New Testament, and it flies right over your head. I'm only sharing my old story and how God turned my life around to this new story. The Old Testament, when I open up my mouth and I share about the past and all of that, I'm sharing my Old Testament or my old testimony. The Old Testament, and I'm telling you how he used me in my new way of life. And it flies right over your head. You have an old life. You have a new life. That's what the Bible is about. But you're also busy caught up in David's story, Jeremiah's story. The same Holy Spirit that empowered them empowered us to share our experience, strengths, and hopes. It's flying over your head. Is it flying over your head? And then you get mad at me when I share the truth. Oh, he a hypocrite. He's a scammer. He's a bamalama. He's a sabakanaka. I'm only sharing my old story and how I've been redeemed. My new story. Y'all never get it. But I'm the problem. Do y'all know how much it takes when it's my flesh that tends to get tired and weak? But it's the spirit that I learned over the years that I have to learn that has to gain, I'm sorry, y'all, control over the flesh. It's my flesh that wants to do what's wrong. So a lot of times I have to tell my flesh, no, Steve, you can't do this, you can't do that. And I tell y'all all the time, makes me think I'm not speaking English. I don't know how else to talk. And then on top of that, when I be picking with y'all sometimes, when I say only got a ninth grade education, blah, 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 I'm only telling y'all I try to keep stuff plain and simple. And it flies right over your educated head. For me, what I have to do is try to keep stuff plain and simple. It's called layman terms, layman form. I learned that through NA. Keep it simple, stupid. But I say keep it simple, Steve. Stop complicating things in life. Either you do or you don't. I'm not that young kid. I'm 63 years old now. A lot of stuff I used to do, right? I don't do no more today. I'm not struggling with this and I'm not struggling with that like I used to early on in life. Either you do or you don't. And one thing I learned in this process, right? Y'all can talk about me. You can kick me down. You can kick me around. Sometimes that excites me. That's why I pick with y'all a lot. But y'all will take me personal. But it's okay for you to come for me. But then when I come back for you, oh, he mean. Oh, he this. Oh, he hoop hoop. But you can come for me. This lady came on my page and said something about Larry Wallace. Ty, you like Larry Wallace and Christina Flower? I said, look, whatever you and Larry got going, don't put me in it. And then she gonna send me a message. No, you came on my page and made a statement and threw Larry Wallace and Christina Flowers in. I don't deal with Larry Wallace and Christina Flowers no more like we used to. But you're gonna throw me in that on them. And then when I say something, that's why y'all need to stop. commenting on my stuff. And then when I say something, you turn around and get offended. And not only that, for a lot of y'all that knows me, no, I am not that rotten, no good son of a sea biscuit I used to be. When you see people coming for me, why y'all always correcting me? And when I tell you it's the Holy Spirit that called me to go back in the streets, I have the working knowledge of the 12 steps, 12 traditions, and the 12 concepts. I'm in the community using them. I'm not stuck in a meeting. I'm not stuck around NA like I used to be. I'm not stuck in the church like I used to be. I'm in the streets doing what Christ did when he came to this earth amongst the people. I'm in the streets. I'm in the world. Y'all say stuff that sound good. Although I am world, I'm not of the world. But you're participating basically in everything that the people of the world participate in. How can you be in something and not be of it? Or you of it, but you're not in it, or however it is. Look how confusing it's at. I don't go to clubs. I don't drink. I'm not selling off my body like I used to. I'm not being a sugar daddy like I used to. Sometimes I want to go back to it though. I ain't lying. I want to start going out there swingy, wingy, wingy. I haven't done that stuff in a while. Because I've been on a mission for the body of Christ. And I hear how people quote scripture. I hear you how you have a conversation with somebody. You got, well, in Ephesians 4 and 5. And if that's where you at with quoting scriptures, that's where you at. But I live what I understand to the best of my abilities. Why is that so hard for people to understand and see? Well, you're not like Matthew. You're not like Mark. You're not like Peter. They went to prison. They was beaten. They was stoned. They was beheaded. I'm still here walking around for now because we're so stuck. I'm not stuck. I'm not stuck. I'm not lost. Some people, God gave the gift of preaching, pastoring, teaching. I told y'all I have the gift. I was blessed with the gift. I am a warrior for Christ. My mouth is my biggest weapon against evil. What y'all don't understand. My mouth. I war against evil. But the difference, I come with solutions. I lived a certain way. I was able to work out of certain conditions that I was stuck in. So I know how to walk people out of trauma. And it's not something that will change overnight. I have a temporary housing program. Tell y'all I don't get government funding. I don't get state I don't get state and government funding. So if I'm subleasing, like with 908, I'm subleasing from the person that has the building. They didn't have nobody in the building. So they was paying the bills from their own personal money. I came in with some people that once they paid for their services, as far well their space, it went to that person to put back what they put out. but I'm the evil, nasty one. I'm gonna say I was only, but my goal is to help them replace the funding they are putting out for not having people in the building. I came in with strengthening the community. I am the housing portion. That's all. That's all. And y'all, we because I don't deal with them more on like the mental level. That's why I tell people they have to sign up for the mental health program because that's their specialty. That's not mine. That's the first step or the first stage. The second stage is bringing you into the housing portion, temporary. The third phase stage is helping you with the wraparound services. Like, what professional help do you need? Do you need to go back to school? Do you need to get your GED? You want to get a career-minded job? The apprenticeship program, that's the third phase stage. Once we see you doing what you're doing, and I see that you paying your stuff on time, I see that you changing your old ways of thinking, and I see that you're doing all the right things, but I'm the crooked one. I'm the crooked one. Do y'all realize I'm actually sponsoring people? Do you realize I am actually sponsoring the individual and the family? I am considered as a life coach, but y'all call me everything else in the book. I'm sponsoring these people. I'm supporting these people. I'm encouraging these people, and I might come hard. I come rough because I only want them to stand firm and believe in themselves. Like my predecessors helped me. I might have a hell of a way of giving it back. But look, they know I love them. They know I mean well. I want the best for you. Oh, he mean. Oh, he nasty. Oh, he this. Oh, he that. But I want the best. I want the best for your children. I want the best for your grandbabies that you don't want in your house. Your grandbabies. Do y'all realize what I just said? They put the fathers and mothers out when they're fathers and the mothers, and I understand because they disrespecting you. So when they come to me, and a lot of y'all know, they disrespecting me too. So when I rear up, the goal is to bring them down, and y'all take it wrong. Know why I do it? Because you have to overpower them. Sometimes that's what it takes, that stronger voice. And then I'm not their mother. I'm not their father. I'm not their uncle. So when I come, it's to let them know you're not going to talk to me this way. You're not going to act like that in here. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. Because that's what y'all be trying to get them to do, right? So when you send them my way, because I'm a stranger. Let me put it like that. Sometimes they'll listen to me more than I know they'll listen to you because of the way I come. I have to come hard. I have to be that disciplinary to get the word right. And y'all miss it every time. Oh, he mean. Oh, he nasty. No, I gotta rear up. Mainly when they trying to dominate you. I have to dominate them to bring them down. And y'all miss it. That's why when you see me acting a certain way or behaving a certain way, mainly when it comes to dealing with the homeless and the less fortunate people, I'm challenging them. I begin to understand why the mother don't want them in the house. I begin to understand why the father don't want them in the house. I begin to understand because they're disrespecting their own parents. And the parents is tired of tolerating them, trying to tolerate them. So they don't want them in their houses breaking their peace. So let's send them to Mr. Steve for the help that they need. And y'all that's supposed to understand more, y'all supposed to understand this. My church folks, my family, my friends, y'all supposed to understand the structure that we supposed to put back in their lives. Y'all rather for them to run around and run amok. But I'm the bad person. And y'all miss it every time. If a lot of them think I'm a sucker and they think I'm a pushover, they're gonna want to run over me too. That's why I have to be stronger and powerful. Oh, well, you need to shut up. We talking about people that disrespects their own parents, destroying the communities, turn up the neighborhoods, and y'all are scared to talk with them or approach them. Then you wonder why they robbing you and they stealing and they taking from you. Somebody gotta seem like they're more powerful than them, or let me put it like this: when they act crazy, somebody gotta act crazier to let them know I'm just as crazy as you. Look at what we dealing with. You don't want the home. You don't want them in your house because they are disrespecting you. So guess who take them in? To do what you don't do, to do what you're not be able to do with your own children, your own sons, your own daughters. And some people understand it. Some people understand. Because I done had women talk to me and say, Mr. Steve, there's nothing I can do no more. But they need a man in their life. Some women will call me and talk to me like that. One mother went looking for her son to bring him in. Because you're a powerful man, Mr. Steve. He needs that. And my thing is, if you're not doing what I do, I understand a lot of y'all might not understand what I do and why I do it. I wasn't a punk when I was in the streets. I ain't no punk now that I'm not in the streets. I'm only giving back to them what I wish I had positive men in my life showing me. So when it come to our brothers that feel like it's okay to lay up on a woman, and when I come for them like this, don't get mad at me. I'm just trying to tell them or teach them how to stand up and be a freaking man. Take care of your responsibility. Oh, he mean. Oh, he nasty. Ooh, look at him. Listen to him. And I'm talking to other men. Well, see, this what happened. You supposed to take care of your family. You got how many kids out there? You got 10. You take care of them, but your ding-a-ling been around, right? But you ain't taking care of your responsibility. Yeah, because the state and the government separating us from our girls. Are you working to take care of your girls, or are you working to take care of your kids? No. Well, who they relying on? The state and the government? Yeah, but that's because the state and the government separating us. No, you done made that many goddamn kids, brothers. Go take care of them. Take care of them. Why would you want the state and the government to take care of them? They didn't lay down and make them. Oh, he mean. Oh, he nasty. Ooh, I wouldn't want him to talk to me like that. Why I ain't talking to you? I'm talking to the ones that ain't taking care of their children. Let's keep it real. Stop being so fake and phony. And then you going to get mad at me because of the way I come. He needs uh bipolar medication because I'm real. Or he depressed because he real. What person is depressed? Speak out like I do. I don't know who a lot of times when I say stuff out my mouth might be ready to take me out because they don't like the way I'm saying stuff. Oh, well, see, I think what you should do. Keep misjudging me. That's why I come on and I do what I do, what I do, what I do. That's why I keep doing it. I wouldn't come on here. I wouldn't share this. I wouldn't share that. You're right. You wouldn't. Anytime you say, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that, you wouldn't. Stop telling me what not to do. It takes a lot of balls and courage to do what I do when it comes to helping our people. And if I tell y'all some of the bull junk, I'm not down at the building, but if I got some people down there that's supposed to be doing some stuff, they call themselves watching out for me. They down there running amok. And I got people right now that I depend on, I rely on. You cannot leave destructive people unsupervised by themselves too long. That's why I be telling y'all I need security in this building. From 10 in the morning to 4 in the evening until I leave, I'm the one that have to keep the structure and the balance there. But then I need some people after I leave. Cause they know from 10 in the morning to 4, Mr. Steve mostly there. It's when he gone, they can show their butts. Try to tell me like come to me like I don't know my freaking job. I deal with people with mental illnesses. Not all of them. Some of them might just be dealing with depression, bipolar. Well, the bipolar, y'all know some of them gonna need medication, right? But for the most part, it's to help them get their balance, their self out. So they can think healthy and normal. How you think they're gonna do it without somebody trying to at least teach them how to cope with their mental illnesses or with this right here? How to balance their self back out, how to do woosah, how to meditate, how to walk, how to go in other places. They need people to teach them if they don't know how to do it on their own. If I have a client in the building, like me and the female, I had to take for a walk because she's in a state of depression. And when somebody talk about committing suicide, oh, that's I took her for a walk to get her out of the space that she was in. Y'all don't hear this stuff like I do, but I'm the problem. I'm the problem. I am their problem. If I leave it up to y'all, I'm their problem. When we provide a service, what part do y'all miss? And the thing with that, I ask y'all to help me help them, and y'all won't. These not my family members. I ask y'all to help me. Now, if they your family members there and you know they're not going to listen to you, I'm not talking about you. But we need some more outsiders to come in, encourage them, and motivate them. When you live in a well-rounded, con- constructive life, they need you. They need you to teach them how to be more responsible, more productive. The women need women to teach them how to be women and not quick to give up their fruits. I'm talking to women that will go out and sleep with this one, that one, this one, that one. I'm the one encouraging them not to do that, selling themselves short. Y'all don't know what I do when I deal with them like that. I used to do certain things. I don't do no more. So I can share with them the stuff that I did to come out of it. But I know that's not going to change overnight. And they talk with me. But I comfort them to help them understand it's okay. The goal is not to keep selling yourself short. But y'all will sit back and judge me. He don't make no sense. He that, he that. He mean, he nasty. And that's all I hear from y'all. I say, look, sometimes women come in, they've been wearing the same underwears for a while. Who in the freak you think buy them underwears? Who do you think when they run out of like this special, when they on their monthly cycle, who do you think buys them? But I'm a scammer. I ain't shit when it comes to y'all. I ain't shit. They not my daughters. My family don't want nothing. I'm helping your family. And then y'all will watch people come for me. And then what y'all will do, y'all will jump right on their side. Yeah, he don't make no sense. He don't this and that. Watch people come for me. Ignore them on my stuff rather than y'all helping me. If you don't come out to help serve them or volunteer or something like that, at least support me. Y'all will not. It's like you leave me hanging by myself. And when I come on my lives because I'm promoting the stuff that I do. I'm advertising. I'm marketing. Oh, he talk too much. Oh, he this, he that. I got a social media. I got a Google search page. Strengthen the community, the Latanya D. Copeland House of Hope. Do y'all go over there and look at that? I got a website. Do y'all go look at that? Promoting everything I do to help us rebuild the new Baltimore City. And y'all make me feel like I'm the scum. I'm the worst thing in this city. And that that's not supposed to hurt me. When you say things to hurt me, when I know that's not really where my heart is at, and then you'll say, "Oh, don't worry about it." I don't want to worry about it. I don't want it to get close to me. But yes, that mess hurt. When I know I put my life on the line against people that don't want to see our people turn their lives around. They make money off their pain and misery, but I'm the one that's making money off their pain and misery. And I don't care about y'all moving away from me. Because if you feel like I'm doing something wrong, keep moving. I'm no different than any other business out there that's providing a service. You know what y'all don't like? When I come on here and I talk about it. And that's when you judge me. Show y'all everything I do. And the people that I'm with, I can't show their faces too much because they might not want to be seen. This time I have a board. I have a team of people that's working with me. I'm not by myself this time. But no matter what, y'all still cut me down. Sometimes only because of what I go through mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Yes, I'll say things like, I'm going to stop this, I'm going to stop that, because I know that's what my flesh, but the spiritual man can't stop. I can't because it's not about me. It's a lot of y'all that comes for me, right? It's you that's afraid to step up to the plate, to help the people that really need your help, your love, and your support. It's you. You know what God calling you to do. Rather than you being obedient to what God has called you to do, you'll turn around and come for me because of your guilt. And I know it a lot of times when y'all do. I know it. When you come under anonymous names and fake pages and all of that. And when I come behind you to post what I do, you'd be surprised. Well, they old pictures. Yes, they old pictures. They go to show you I'm still doing what I was doing 5, 10 years ago. In the 2025. I ain't give up on our people. You gave up. You not catching the hint when I show them pictures? I've been doing this for a while. Show you the politicians that I've been working with throughout the years. All of that. Oh, they old. Yeah, they old. They go to show you how long I've been doing it. Dumb dumb. It just go to show how long I've been doing this. And still doing it today. You not catching the hint. It ain't me. You not catching it. Show you old pictures, show you updated pictures, and you still knock me. And proud of it. Preacher man. And proud of it. And I told y'all, the Holy Spirit called me to the streets, and I haven't turned my back yet on our people. Rather, it's old pictures to show you what's happening now. Sit back and showed y'all with the ankle bracelet on me. Told y'all March the 12th, the white police, his commander in chief, everybody at the Eastern District knew what my 2 housing program was all about. Told y'all all of that. Told you I reported the cop to his sergeant twice for giving permission to one of my clients to knock down my back door. And he came up with 14 charges: home invasion, burglary, armed robbery, assault on my own place of business. I keep telling y'all that, and you'll turn around and throw it at me. How you going to charge me with home invasion and burglary on my own rental property and business? That's why they never had let me have a trial. A trial. Because I would have told the judge, my name is Steve Copeland, strengthen the community. The Latanya D. Copeland House of Hope is a transitional housing program. They would not let me come to court to talk about me. And I tell y'all that. It was the police that set it up. But you were wrong. Because you were trying to help the homeless and the less fortunate people turn their lives around. You was wrong. Huh? Huh? Went to this man's commander in chief and showed them the pictures of, gave them, they took a picture of the officer names that was coming for me in the streets. They didn't know that back at the police district itself. Told y'all that. Ben told y'all all of this. But then you got some anonymous person repeating all my stuff, but twisting it at you broke the law, you did this. No, they did not do their job as called protecting and serving. Don't get it twisted, y'all. Don't get it twisted. Like I told them, y'all get paid to protect and serve our people in the communities. I don't. Why would y'all come up against a person with a business or a person that's a community activist, a human rights advocate, a homeless advocate? My goal is to help build back up in the black community. But I'm your problem. You know what the problem is? I came in with the solution, and a lot of y'all miss it. I come in to show them the things that we can do to slow a lot of this down, and y'all miss it. Brandon Scott know what I'm all about. Ivan Bates know what I'm all about. Isabel Cummings, Mackenzie Frost know what Steve Copeland is all about. Hey y'all, this is what we can do to slow this down. This is what we can do to slow that down. This is what we can do to put a stop to that. Because I lived through certain things and was able to walk up out of it and stay out of it a day at a time. That's why Brandon Scott, Antonio Hayes, I grew up with Antonio Hayes' mother and father. I hung out at Park Heights when Brandon Scott was a little kid. So I call him nephew. But I'm the sorriest Negro that ever been in this freaking city to y'all. I was on Pennsylvania Avenue talking with our young men that's out there hustling. I used to hustle. Now I can share with programs with them about coming off the streets. But I'm the big motherfucker back dude. I'm the troublemaker. Can tell them if you got a felon. I can tell you where to go at and get a career-minded job. How many programs y'all know about where y'all can help an ex-offender to get on his feet? But see, because I do this, y'all don't like the way I come. That's the only thing about it. Y'all don't like the way I come because I look real arrogant and I sound real arrogant. I'm very confident. I have confidence. Don't get it mixed up. I'm a prideful man with a ninth grade education that drove the tractor trailer for 35 years and was able to put his kids through college. I can show you how to do the same things with your family. With a ninth grade education. I'm only trying to share my experience back. Y'all might not like the way I come with it, and I really, 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 I've been praying to be more professional. Uh-huh. I'm like, Lord, please help me. I'm gonna take up classes where I can be more articulate, so that I can Lord, please help me. I have. Since y'all want me to go that route, but that's God tells me that ain't how I created you, Steve. Well, see, Lord, they want me to be more humble. Can you help? I'm trying to suit everybody. No. Don't you believe that bull crap? And I ain't trying to be smart because you're afraid to step out there. Don't get me mixed up with you. I deal with Democrats, I deal with Republicans too. Do not put Steve Copeland in your category. I speak against organized religion and politics, which tends to enslave and oppress the people. That's why I run off at my big mouth. So a lot of y'all know what's happening, but you're afraid. Y'all are no different than me. It's just the difference I be trying to tell y'all. I speak out my voice. Why would you want to shut me down? Bad enough the police department do it. Told y'all they arrested me. Went over to prison. The feet starts swelling. I couldn't eat the food over there. I'm telling them over the prison, please help me. Fluid going down to my feet. I lost my toe because they couldn't correctly help me. Got operated over there twice on the same feet. So like I said, when a lot of y'all stand up and say y'all standing on 10 toes, well, I'm standing on 8. I got a hole in my feet right now that I've been nurturing, and I'm praying to God I don't go and they have to cut my leg off. But you don't hear me on here talking about that till just now. Because I'm trying to make sure our homeless and less fortunate people is okay. And y'all make me sick. Y'all make me sick. Y'all make me sick. Y'all make me sick. Y'all do. I'm sitting up here and I'm nurturing my own feet. I go down to this building. I'm dealing with different personalities. I'm dealing with different people. I'm trying to encourage them. I'm trying to motivate them. Then y'all might hear me go, oh, that's the daddy in me. That's that disciplinary in me. Because I'm talking to some people that need our help the most, only trying to get them to straighten up. But I'm the problem. Do y'all think I'm going to stop? Because y'all call me the problem? Hell to the no. Okay? Because it's a lot of y'all rather for me to leave them by themselves. Won't y'all go talk to the homeless services people? Why y'all don't talk to the director? Homeless services. Wait a minute. Because I'm trying to do housing. I'm trying to say the director of housing. How about the director of homeless services? Why y'all don't go talk to them for them? They the ones need their help the most. But y'all come for me. That's backwards. That's backwards. That's the state and the government. Then you got Elon Musk, that's not a politician. Then you got Donald Trump, that's not a politician. And they're all licking the heck out of their boots. And they talking about cutting Medicaid. They talking about cutting state and federal government funding. And they're talking about just cutting, 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 cutting. Who do you think gonna suffer the most? The people that depend on them the most. And y'all proud of that because it's not affecting you and your family. And if that ain't a bunch of selfish and self-centered bullcrap, because it's not affecting you. It's affecting the impoverished people the most that depends on state and government funding to help them, survive. Then they talking about cutting the education system. Our children already running amok now. Uneducate them, you're going to find a lot of them committing crimes and going to prison. Oh, Steve, why are you saying that? Because they don't want y'all to know what they doing. But for some of us, we see it. We understand what's happening. I'm just the one with the big mouth. And not just that, I come with the solution. And guess what y'all do? You fall right to their tracks. You got Elon Musk on a freaking lawn with a dog with a hat on. You got Elon Musk running around the White House with his son. Tell me where Elon Musk got his political degree from. Tell me how Elon Musk become a CPA when he has his own team. I'm talking about people running his tax business and stuff. But y'all all right with a goddamn billionaire businessman looking at our personal stuff and y'all saying that, okay, bye. Okay, bye. And what color is he? What color is he? Oh, you don't like it, do you? I hate that I see what I see when I see it. I don't like it. But God started showing it to me. And I'm like, God, why did you allow me to see this? You know I got a big mouth. You know I'm going to go on my live and talk about it. He said, that's why I allowed you to see. Because I know you're going to talk about it. Why did the police department let me see how they can set people up? I told y'all the white boy, and I almost said his name. I caught myself. Set up 14 charges. He knew that was my housing program. Not just him, his commander in chief. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They knew. I even told Brandon Scott, I said, I need to talk with you. It's the issues I was going through with the Eastern District Police Department. I told y'all I reached out to Commissioner Harris during that time 3 times to tell him the issues I was having with the Eastern District Police Department. This was before I got arrested. I told y'all that. I've been telling y'all that. But I'm the problem. I received Angela, and I know I could say her name because she commented on my stuff a few times. She was the one that reached out to me that told me, Steve, they shutting a lot of the community activists down. But I noticed I wasn't hearing from certain people no more. I'm like, wow. I said, Brandon Scott never gonna let nothing happen to me, blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, I was gone. That Saturday, I was at the budget meeting with Brandon Scott. He was in there talking about the budget for 2024. I listened to Brandon Scott talk about that money going everywhere else except for in the inner city. I didn't even get a chance to talk with my director to tell her what that report was all about. Because March the 12th, I got arrested. And I wasn't able to share it with her till after I came home 11 months later. She didn't even know. But y'all want to mock me. You want to run off with your mouth with me. And then when we went to court, right, for everything I was charged with, home invasion, burglary, armed robbery, all this stuff, you know what they did? Now, the young man, which I had reached out to, I called him my nephew. I reached out to his aunt. I said, somebody need to come up here and talk with him before I put him out the house, right? Because he was disrespecting me. So 2 guys came up, said, what house is the end, right? And I'm like, he in this one right here. But anyway, when they came in, I did not expect for them to swing on him. Now, guess what? Remember I said home invasion, burglary, and armed robbery and all that, right? This is what the prosecutor said. Because in the police report, it never stated I did anything anonymous for you to want to run off at your mouth, sucker. Make sure you talk about me and talk about me right. Mr. Copeland, even though we know, Mr. Copeland, that you didn't do this and you didn't do that. And it's recorded. Get the recording anonymous if you want to check on me. But you are guilty by association. And I looked over at her and I wanted to say, wench, so is your boss. Ivan Bates, Brandon Scott, and all of them, because they are guilty by knowing me. But I caught myself. Because I ain't wanting to go back. And I know how I can be with my mouth. guilty by association, home invasion, armed robbery, wait a minute, home invasion, burglary, all of that they threw out because they knew that was my business. But they was trying to find something on me. And that's all they could give me. And 3 years probation for nothing. And I've been sharing this with y'all for the longest time. Now, guess what? Let the Innocent Project ask Mr. Copeland to come out and speak. And I can tell you the corruption of the fucking police department from my firsthand experience. I ain't got to listen to nobody else tell me. Because I seen what they did. And guess what? The officer that did what he did, the same way he stole me from my family, I can put him out like that. I can sue the hell out of Baltimore City and the Eastern District Police Department for the fake bull junk they did. I can't, because it was told to me to go for it. So share this with your friends. Share this when your anonymous people come up and want to talk bad about Steve Copeland. Only because I fight for the democracy of our people here in Baltimore City. You hate me because I speak out for your civil rights, your equal rights, your constitutional rights? You hate me? I'm one of the people that helped them get the $15 minimum wage passed. Communities United, all of this was under Communities United of Baltimore, Maryland, which fights for the democracy of the people in Baltimore City, mainly in the black community. That's why I joined them. I called them, they like the branch, they like another branch of the NAACP. That's why I talk the way I talk. I'm not just doing this to be doing it. I'm talking because I fight for the people. And if you don't speak out for the people, if you don't deal with politics, you won't know why I do what I do. I keep telling y'all, I'm a human rights advocate. I'm a community. I know how to come in your community and help you gain control over your community. I used to hustle, but you got to participate. I don't do this because I ain't got nothing else to do. This is a calling on my life, and it flies right over y'all head. Tell y'all, I'm a community outreach coordinator. I go out and look for business partners, sponsors, investors to invest in strengthening the community. The Latanya D. Copeland House of Hope. I can tell you what every title is that I do. But you rather judge me. I don't have to do this. I can sit here and finish watching, what's this movie on TV? But y'all rather judge me and talk about me. So now I understand the hell Martin Luther King went through, even though he had a crowd with him. And eventually, what happened to him? They took him out. Look what Jesus Christ did when he came into the city. What happened to him after a while? They took him out. What happened to the disciples or the apostles? They took him out. They imprisoned him. They took him out. And please don't let me go in the Old Testament. So a lot of y'all run off at your mouth. You can quote scripture, you can talk about scripture, but you're not actually living a lot of what you talk about or you say. Don't get mad at me. And then get mad because I come on my live. I pay for my broadcast network every month where I restream to 8 different platforms. You can find it on YouTube. You can go to TikTok. You can no, I ain't on the TikTok now. Um, I didn't embed that one in, but I'm on TikTok. I have to use another platform. You know, one of my phones or my iPad for that. You know. But anyway, let me go back to this. I restream to 8 different platforms while I'm right here in the bed, just leaning back. You can go on Twitter, which is X. You'll see me live in. You can go on Twitch. You'll see me streaming. You can go on YouTube. You will see me streaming. And I'm right here in the bedroom. So they watching me all over the world, even though some people might not respond. When y'all see Maxwell Hurst say something to me, he's in Africa, he's in Liberia. They watching me over there. I deal with the lady in the UK. They watching me from over there. California, all over. That's why I do what I do to promote the stuff that I'm doing here in Baltimore City, to advertise what I'm doing in Baltimore City, to market what I do in Baltimore City. I tell y'all I have 14 social media pages. And then y'all want to tell me, shut up, you need to shut up. Because you're afraid. Why should I shut up? If I tell y'all this is ministry for me, it's y'all that's telling me to shut up. The Holy Spirit ain't telling me shut up. And stop thinking I'm supposed to be perfect. I left that mob. I left that years ago when I got out of that religious thing box. My journey is spiritual, but it's motivated through what I read and study in Scripture. I don't read the Quran. I don't read other Bibles like that. That doesn't have to do with Jesus Christ. And if you hear me say I'm a Christian, listen. If you hear me say I'm a Christian or I am a lover of Christ, I emulate him being like loving, kind, considerate. But then again, too, as a human being, I can be mean, nasty, arrogant. I am a human being. I don't strive to be perfect. But I don't do a lot of the stuff I used to do. Understand that. I have outgrown certain things. When we talk about being delivered, you only delivered a day at a time. Tomorrow's not promised. So I have to focus on the here and right now. I don't smoke weed. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do drugs. I don't go to clubs. I'm not interested in a lot of that stuff like that no more. So when I say I'm delivered, I'm only saying just for today. Because certain things you can start practicing if you live to see tomorrow. Or right now, I'm right here. I'm right here. Right here. It's 5:45. I don't know, 6 o'clock, I might act a certain way. Because I can only speak for right now. That's all I have is right now. That's what deliverance is about. Well, if you practicing something now later on, you ain't been delivered. It's just a day at a freaking time. Tomorrow ain't promised. Seconds, minutes, hours, minutes, seconds. Just for the day. I ain't understand a lot of that. I can only focus on right now. Stop fooling yourself. Stop lying to yourself. I haven't been with a female in 6 years, and that ain't like me. That ain't like me. I can get mookie mookie. That ain't a problem. There ain't none. But I'm going to tell you this too. I understand this too. I can be a whoremonger. I ain't got no problem telling you I cheated in both of my marriages. That wasn't right. I know it wasn't right. You ain't got to tell me. I already know. But I did it. I had to ask myself, why? Every time you get married, you cheat. I ain't ask y'all. I got to ask me. I got to look at me. I got to observe me. I have to find out why Steve Copeland do what he do, what he do, what he do. I don't have to go to a therapist. I don't have to go to a psychiatrist. You know why? Because it's called the 10th step inventory of myself. So why am I going to go to a therapist? Take a good look at you, Steve. Evaluate yourself, Steve. That's all the therapists do. And once God revealed to me about me, I'm the one that have to correct that bull junk. So what is a therapist going to do for me? What is a psychiatrist going to do for me? Unless I need meds. That's why I encourage and motivate the people that don't know how to do the work on themselves. I know how to take you inside of yourself for you to deal with those rape issues, those molestation issues, those wait a minute, I gotta watch that, but those uh issues. My goal is to encourage you and motivate you to be honest with the therapist or the PRP or the professional. That's what I do with people. Because they better understand the brain structure. I'm not deep like that. So they understand what side is not functioning right. That's not my profession. So what I do, I encourage people and I motivate people to be honest about yourself so you can get the proper help that you need in growing and maturing and things like that. So yes, when you see me go here, like in an uproar, all depends on who I'm dealing with. Sometimes I have to come in as that disciplinary to bring you down. So yes, the behavior is not going to look professional. Don't mess with my work. It's a certain way I do stuff. And I'm telling you, I ain't lying. I know it might not look appropriate. I know. It might not look professional. That's because y'all don't understand how Steve Copeland do stuff. And most of the people that are complaining about me is the people that really can't control it. Because I'm only trying to help them get a balance over their life. And sometimes I gotta come hard. I gotta come hard. Please don't take that from me. Don't take it from me. Because when people think you like a sucker or pushover, they'll take advantage of that. The type of people that we dealing with. So I have to come hard. And a lot of times if they complain to y'all, that's because Mr. Steve won't let me just do this. Mr. Steve won't let me just do that. Listen to what they saying. No, I want you to change. That's why Mr. Steve come hard at you sometimes. And y'all miss it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm only trying to help our people turn their old ways around. And y'all so quick to pass judgment on the big mouth, bald head, black dude. The most hated man in Baltimore City. The most controversial man in Baltimore City that started a temporary to permanent housing program, teaching people how to be more responsible and productive. So that way, when you go into somebody's permanent property, you'll have the skills of maintaining it and taking care of it. Then teaching you how to, or watching you, when you pay for your bill, when you pay for your a place, they want you to pay your rent money the first of the month, not the 10th, not the 12th, not the 20th, the first, between the first and the fifth, but they want it on the first. If it's late after the fifth, it's considered as late. So the goal is to get you in the habit of paying it, if not the first, before the fifth. That's how I judge you, by when you paying it on time. Then when it come to me talking to a permanent place like that landlord, I'm telling the landlord that you keep your place clean, you taking care of everything, you paying your bills on time. I can tell that landlord that you are a, I was going to say contestant, right? But you qualify for that place. If you show me you could pay 600 a month, the goal is not, if it's contained into like HUD housing and stuff like that, right? It's to not to get you into nothing that high. But then you got people that can afford 1,200 a month, 1,300 a month, because they make that a week. It's just that they can't get it because of their credit background or something like that. So the second chance housing program is for them not to judge you according to your background. And then if they willing to work with you, because I had a lady call me the other day. She was looking for a 13 bedroom, a 3 bedroom, which was 1,300. So she had to pay double the security. And I'm like, wait, because that wasn't the goal. But she didn't qualify for like HUD housing. But my thing is, if you go to rent something and you know it's going to run you, say 13, you should at least have that 13. If you telling me you can afford 13, then you know to have that 13 plus 13 security. When you telling me you only got 22,000, I mean 22,000, and you need the 600 more, you can't even afford it. Because, or you can, but you don't have the money saved. So my thing is, if you know you can afford something 13 is not bad. But you gotta have it when you go to fill out the lease. This is stuff that I teach the clients. Have your money ready. If if somebody offering something for 19, well, 9, I'm sorry, and you can afford the 9, don't go and think that landlord gonna let you in with just a 900. No. Make sure you got the security too. So don't ask me to move you when you don't have your money saved. Then if we can get you, don't get it wrong, in the HUD housing where you can qualify for like the Section 8 or the low income, because that's what I want with all the clients. But if you bring in them pay stubs saying that you can actually afford this amount, that amount, that's what they're going to go by. What you can actually afford. But then you don't have the money saved up. So this is the type of stuff that when you're in my transitional housing program is to prepare you for. One, I gotta know how much you make a week, so we know how to break certain things down. If you want to get into something, right? Because I think his 4 bedrooms is like 1,500, but gas and electric included. That's not bad. You get me? That's not bad because now you can pay that, and the gas and electric is right there. That's like you paying something for say 12, 13, or I'm gonna say 1,000, and the gas and electric might run you at least 400 a month. I'm just saying, right? Now, if you're paying 15, that's not bad because you can burn up all the gas and electric you want, and you ain't got to worry about it running too high. You get me? Because that's not your responsibility. So as long as you pay your 15, you straight. And not just that, your 15 security. So that's 3,000. Now, if your credit score is not right, that's where the second chance housing program coming at. I don't want them to use it against you to stop you from coming in. I don't want them to charge you double security. That's why I said I'm gonna have to go down to the rental office where they will bypass certain things for you. I'm just telling you what I do with the temporary housing part. And then when you get into the permanent side, we have to prepare you, make sure you got your money straight, make sure you situated before I send you. This is how the program works. I know a lot of people struggling to get a permanent place. I get people call me, tell me, oh, I can afford this, I can afford that. And I understand. But if your pay stubs don't measure up, then a lot of times they taking a risk with letting you in. So I'm trying to fix it and prepare it where everything will be lined up. So when you go down there for the permanent side, you already straight. But you can't go if everything ain't lined up. So will y'all let me do my job? Y'all want to come in and tell me how to do the transition to permanent housing? Then I tell y'all we got a full wraparound service where we can help you get a job. We can help you get into apprenticeship program. We could, just to help you be able to afford where you going. If you're not making a lot of money and we can get you in on Section 8 or low income, that's where I want to get you at based to that amount right now. But then as time go on and you want to get into like the apprenticeship program, like cosmetology school, nursing school, something like that, you get in where you at right here, and then you get into the apprenticeship program, you might be making over $20 an hour. But we'll start you off, towards the minimum part. But once they find out you making a good amount of money, then now they're gonna go according to your income. I'm talking about the housing part. I already know all this. I already know all of this, what it takes to get you to that next level. But I got some people that's with me that I thought really understood. Mine is transitional. If you coming in and you have your own business and how you do things, bring your expertise over here. That can help, better benefit the people. I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing because I'm good with transitional. I don't need nobody to come and tell me how to run that because I know what to do. Why would you want to come into somebody else's business and tell them how to run their business when you got your own business? Why would you do that? No, you come in. It's like that puzzle. You get me? It's like the puzzle, and you're adding a piece to the puzzle. What puzzle you create, right? When you putting the puzzle together, and that piece you put in, say, "Oh, let me show you what to do." No, you putting the pieces together. You bring your expertise. You don't come in telling somebody else how to do something. No, I'm gonna focus on this. You come in to add your part to this. So, it's like we add, your expertise. Let's go. Because I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're supposed to already know what to do. That's what business partners are for. You already know what to do. I'm not saying we can't share ideas now. Please don't get it wrong. But you already know what to do, and it's for us to balance each other out. God dang it. When it comes to business, I'm up here arguing with people because they can't even do their own business, want to step in here and try to tell me how to do my transitional housing stuff. And then I'm dealing with people with mental issues and stuff that I know for a fact that cannot be by themselves without supervision, without somebody, watching over them when I'm not in the building to help keep control over the building. I learned that from my other two houses, that some clients cannot be by themselves alone. Some of them need meds. So we need that med tech or that LPN. Some of them in there have like seizures. They have heart trouble. I have to get the people in to deal with them mainly when I'm not around. Why is it so hard? I'm only transitional housing. So you're professional, like when you license and you can bill Medicaid for your services and stuff. Come on. Come on. Because that's how you get paid. Because I'm providing clients. I'm providing the clients for you to be able to bill for working with us. Some people get it backwards. No, they are my housing clients. I need your professional services. I don't have the finances to pay you. So if you can get billed because you're a nurse or you're licensed or something like that, right? If you can get if you can build for your services, that's what I want you to do. I'm providing clients for your personal business. Y'all get it backwards. I got a tutorer. He tutors a young kid in the building. So now he has an office where he can tutor other kids, where he can teach you, give you a high school diploma, stuff like that. See, y'all don't want to hear stuff like this. 908 Valley Street. But see, I'm only saying this, y'all, because the building has great opportunities. I keep telling y'all, we got a kitchen in it. I got to get it up. I didn't ask the landlord to pay for nothing. Where we can get a chef in. We can start having culinary classes. I got a space that I showed to a young lady because she does cosmetology and she told me she does barbering too. So I took her downstairs and I let her see the room that we're going to have a barber in. You start with the clients in the building first. Say like, they charging $60 to do hair and stuff like that. You might have 5 clients if you're going to volunteer your service, right? Until we able to get you paid. If you're going to volunteer your service, charge them like $10. We talking about homeless people. Even if I got to pay it to you for your services, come in and cut hair. If you're a cosmetologist, right, and you do nails and hair and all that, you want to come in and beautify the women and the children, volunteer your services. In some places, in some cases, I'll be able to pay you until we can get government funding for your service. What am I doing wrong? Huh? Help me understand. Huh? I'm providing customers for you. Help me, you bunch of brainies. Because you make me think every time I say something out my mouth, I'm wrong. You robbing, you stealing, you taking. And if you certified, we got women in there that might want to go to cosmetology school. You know, you can teach them from the building. Dave, did I say something wrong? Huh? Huh? And I'm only doing this to be sarcastic because y'all judge me so much. Y'all judge me when I'm only trying to set up programs to help better the lives of the people that depends on the state and the government the most. So they won't have to rely and depend on them. But I'm the crook. And I guarantee you, when I finish this, about 20 people gonna comment on my stuff and y'all ain't gonna do nothing but read it. Y'all right. He ain't nothing. He ain't this. Cause that's what y'all do. Soon as one person comments something negative, a bunch of y'all will come right into it. You will come right into it. I watch it every time. I watch people post negative stuff, and it could be about 1,000 of y'all that will respond back to that negativity. You let somebody like me talk about the great things, that we doing to try to turn things around, and y'all will come right for me and switch it into a negative thing. And nobody, I watches it. You'll turn around and come for me. Why you feeding into them? Why you didn't take up for me? Why you ain't say Mr. Copeland ain't like that? Why y'all don't say the Latanya D. Copeland House provides services? See, when y'all speak out for me, that'll cut them down for coming for me. But when you don't speak out for me, people going to keep attacking me, and other people going to attack them because that's going to attack me too, because it's like they're more interested in the chaos and the confusion. Then you want to make me look bad. You want to make the business look bad. You want to make my staff members look bad. When you will give Elon Musk the utmost praises. You give Donald Trump the utmost praises because of what they're doing to destroy the low to moderate income people that depends on Medicaid the most. People that depends on housing, the government funding, your tax money. Even poor people that works pay taxes. And they talk about cutting out programs to support them too. And y'all don't and y'all think they doing a great job. So here it is, you got Steve Copeland and crew, right? That's coming in with solutions towards slowing a lot of this down or making people that's going to fall on hard time and need at least something cheaper, right? They're going to need something cheaper to live off. So we provide, right? You dumb. Say you took a poop and it went all over your leg. Come on. That goes to show you just how people don't care. That show you how people don't care. They want attention. Hear what I'm saying? Probably been listening to me for a while. And that goes to show you just how people don't care. I'm talking about people that needs help the most, right? Need services the most. And somebody went, I took a poop and it went all over my leg. It's like the hell with what you saying, Big Mouth Ball here, Steve. I took a poop and it went all over my leg. See, that's the stuff I be talking about with y'all. Y'all let people come in with the craziest stuff. And God be showing me stuff like this. He be showing me, you know. And once again, it takes me back to like what our leaders went through, probably with people like this too, that discriminated against them when they was trying to only speak out for the righteousness for the people, you know. So, and I'm gonna get ready to get off because once again I keep saying I ain't mean to be on here this long, but this is my broadcast network, and I can come on anytime I want. This is my stuff, even though people like to come in and enjoy themselves too. But my thing is, you just go to show me when it comes to our people how you don't really care, and I'm not like that. I'm not like that. But it's little stupid stuff like this to show y'all where we at as a society. I can come on here and ask y'all to help me help them. I'm talking about our homeless people. I'm talking about people that sleeping in shelters with their babies, running the risk of their children being violated. And y'all don't care because it's not your problem. Because you're not in that condition. You living a good productive life. They struggling. Come and sit down in that building and listen to what some of the people be going through. And they breaking down and crying in front of you because they hurt. Come down the building. And you can go woo, woo, woo all you want. Yes, that's what I be hearing. And then the sad part about it, as a father, as a parent, myself, I thank God my children. I keep an open door for my children. They grown-ups now, but for anything, if they need to come and talk with daddy about whatever, I'm here. A lot of parents are not opening the door for their children like that. To be able to vent, to be able to cry. And then what I do with all my clients, I will turn around and hug them. Because a lot of times they just need a hug to make somebody feel like, make them feel special. You don't care because you have no love and no compassion inside of you to give back. Because if you had love and compassion inside of you, you can't do nothing but give it back. Because you only want to help build up others. So I'm going to get ready to go. I love y'all. And go wipe the poop off since you took a poop and got it all over your leg. Go wipe it off. Okay. So uh, I love y'all. And I do have to chill. I do have to chill. Because a lot of times I get drained. I get drained for the stuff that I do. And in my mind, it's like I'm doing the right things. And it's not that I'm not. It's just that it gets to be real overwhelming. And when I sit here and I think about some of the stuff that the clients are going through and the pain that they're feeling inside y'all, I cry. I ain't gonna lie, I cry because I feel sorry for them. I do. I wish I was like a lot of y'all who just didn't care. And that's not being smart enough. And I wish I was like a lot of people that just did not care. And the only way I can do what I do and don't care, I have to harden my heart. I have to harden my heart. And I don't know if God will ever do it. I don't know. But because of the pain and suffering that I see people in, I just want the best for them. And that thing drains the freak out of me. That's why a lot of times I have to chill. And right now, I know God moved me out the way. I know God moved me, right? Um, and I believe the people that's in position now, God wants them to see what I go through on a personal note in dealing with his most vulnerable population. I do. So I try not to let stuff stress me out because my biggest fear, I'm 63, I don't want to have a heart attack and I don't want to have a stroke or nothing like that. So I try my best, even though I might get in my hyper mode, right? That's just a normal thing for me. Where a lot of people think it's wrong, but that's just a normal thing. That's what I do. But once I do, I'll come down. But now, when I'm there, I'm in work mode. When I'm home, I know how to bring it aside because I'm home. So you don't want to bring your work home with you, even though once you come in and you got to do certain things to wind down. See, so and get into that state of just you and God, and that's what I have to do. That's all y'all got to do is ask me, what do I do? Now look at the gray hair. I'm 63 years old. Do I look like I'm look? Come on. Do I look 63? I try not to let stuff, and I kid and I joke with all of them. If I add another piece of gray hair on me, I'm gonna hurt y'all. Don't make me pull out my belt. So do that sound like I'm being mean and nasty? When I say I'm gonna hurt y'all, don't make me get my goddamn belt. That's how certain ones, not all, I had to play with. But they bust out laughing because they know for me that's like daddy mode. You know what I mean? Or uncle mode. They know, but it's the ones that wants to buck. The ones that wants to buck. And I can sit there after we go through what we go through, and I can sit there and say, y'all know I love y'all, blah, blah, blah. And let somebody else show up. I'm just rotten, no good. I'm like, there you go, kid. I'm telling y'all. And for the most part, when I'm in the building, and I wish what's your name them could see, my team don't let nobody come to me. When I'm in the building, they won't let you in the office with me. But they will go back and tell such and such, Mr. D did and Mr. D that. No, they will not let you near me. If you need to talk with me, my staff will say, Steve, such and such want to talk with you. They don't just let them in, but then they'll make you think, Deborah, I'm their problem. That's why you need to talk with me. All right? Because they tell y'all what they want y'all to hear. And I watch what they do. And y'all fall right into it. And the moment I tell y'all no, because my staff don't let them close to me. The only ones that come close to me, my little baby, right? Because she know I normally keep like juice in there, chips in there, snacks in there. And when she see me, she'll run to me to get her hug. Or if they come in the office, they let them in the office, I know what they coming in there for. But when it comes to the adults, they might want some water, they might want some sodas. I guarantee you my soda's gone. And I have diet sodas, right? I guarantee you. But I buy this extra stuff so that we can have it prepared for the new people that's coming in. But it's the goddamn parents a lot of times act like children and want stuff. Can I have that Mr. D? Can I have that Mr. D? And then they go right out there and talk about me. Ask my staff. They'll tell you. I'll be like, sure, go ahead. Because y'all got to understand the caliber of the people or the demographics of the people that I'm dealing with. And yes, they will make me out to be the problem. I'm not their problem. I'm not their problem. It's the solution that we provide. But they are the ones that have to do the work to change. I'm not their problem. Now I haven't been down there in 2 days now. I can guarantee they down there talking bad about me. Like, yeah, Mr. D did this, Mr. D did that, Mr. Steve at home. I bet you. That's what they do. I can't get mad because right now they taking the focus off themselves and they putting it on everything else. I'm not the psychologist. I'm not the therapist. I'm not the PRP. But I know how they roll. I love y'all. And I'm out. Take care, fam.